Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited. GAMA presents 2018 year-end numbers. Spencer Suderman aborts record attempt. And S-52L Hummingbird is close to certification. Welcome to your Friday edition of Airborne Unlimited. I'm Skylar Vannell. Our top story of the day comes from the State of the Industry press conference held this week, where GAMA has released their 2018 year-end results. In the shipment category, they announced airplane shipments increased 4.7% to 2,443 units. Turboprop airplane shipments increased to 601 units. Worldwide rotorcraft shipments rose 5.4%, which is up 50 units from the year before. But billings saw a slight decrease of 0.7%. Preliminary turbine rotorcraft delivery data showed a 5% increase, bringing the total to 695 shipments. When it came to deliveries, business jets saw an improvement of 26 units, which is up from 677 to 703. Piston airplane deliveries increased by 5%, bringing the number to 1,139 units. And there were a total of 281 piston rotorcraft deliveries compared to just 264 back in 2017. And overall, airplane billings increased from $20.2 billion to $20.6 billion. GAMA President and CEO Pete Bunce said with new certifications over the last 2 years, especially in the lighter jet segments, and the overall demand in North America is what led to the business jet shipment increase. This is the second consecutive year in which shipments of piston and turbine rotorcraft are up, and were driven by the introduction of new models to the market. When we come back, I'll have why a European airline stops operations as we take you around the patch.
Based on the popular Sling II LSA, the Sling IV was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight four-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
British Midland Regional Limited, the East Midlands-based airline, which operates as flybmi, abruptly ceased operations on Saturday and is filing for administration. Flybmi operates 17 regional jets on 25 European routes, where they left hundreds of passengers stranded. The company posted a notice on the website saying all flights have been canceled, effective immediately. uAvionix, the designer and manufacturer of the popular Sky Beacon and Tail Beacon line of ADS-B out products, has announced the launch of its nationwide mobile installer network, along with an invitation for avionics repair shops and mechanics to join the growing network of uAvionix service professionals. They are inviting repair shops and A&P mechanics with inspection authority to sign up to receive discounted pricing, training, and prioritized support. EAA awards initial rate aviation scholarships to Nicole Blount of Florida and Max Davison of California. The scholarship allows them to pursue flight training. The Ray Foundation has provided $1 million of funds to scholarships for up to 100 students. The current flight training success rate is at a low 20%, but they are looking to increase that number to 80%. Last week, ExpressJet Airlines commemorated their 10-year anniversary of the flight that made history. It was our nation's first commercial revenue flight operated by an all-female African-American crew. Back on February 12th of 2009, Captain Rochelle Jones-Kerr, First Officer Stephanie Grant, and flight attendants Diana Galloway and Robin Rogers operated a round-trip flight between Atlanta and Nashville. And that wraps up today's trip around the patch. After the break, I'll have the Spencer Suderman record attempt and details on the S-52L Hummingbird certification process.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Last week, we reported Aerobatic pilot Spencer Suderman was gearing up for an attempt to break his own world record of 98 inverted flat spins. In his latest attempt, he had hoped to beat his record. Suderman said he had to abort the flight after 9,000 feet of spinning because he couldn't breathe against the transverse G-forces. The aircraft he flew was a Pitt Special S-1C Dub Spinner 3, a different version of the one he used back in 2016 to set the current record. It is lighter and has a flat bottom wing, which lowers the stall speed and allows it to reach higher altitudes. It also has a smaller engine that was custom built for the attempt. Suderman had hoped to complete about 120 rotations, but was only able to hold up through 54. He has not said whether he will make another attempt. And our final story of the day. Vertical Aviation Technologies certification efforts are underway. The process has taken 2 years and includes a type certificate and a production certificate for the new redesigned helicopter. The aircraft was previously only offered as a home-built aircraft with a perfect safety record. It will also be available as an FAA-certified primary category rotorcraft and has been redesigned to meet these requirements, which has a maximum seating capacity of 4 and weighs no more than 2,700 pounds, and is powered by a single naturally aspirated engine with a 6-pound per square foot main rotor disc loading limitation. The aircraft is powered by the Continental Motors 300 horsepower IO 540 derated to 245 horsepower. The S-52L will be on display April 2nd through the 7th at the Sun and Fun Fly-In. And that wraps up our show for this week. For real-time 24/7 coverage, head on over to aero-news.net. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back on Monday for more Airborne Unlimited.